Last time on the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
We're not the sus ones.
Wing. I'm licensed to handle raw meat, if you know what I'm saying. I'm really good at impressions. Would you like to hear my vector impersonation? Hello, I'm a big dumb gator. Excuse me?
Gothic, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright.
And now, back to the plot. Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. When we left off, we investigated the library car. We found a lot of books. We found some brochures. We found some motivational posters. We talked to SBO the Ninja and Vector the... I'm not sure what Vector is professionally, but he's a gator. And we got to hear SBO's impressions, which were fantastic. And the funny thing is I forgot to check this last episode.
A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some other countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds like the perfect vacation. The conductor was talking about Spaghetti Town. Spagonia or whatever. Have you ever been there? I have actually. If you're ever visiting, make sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle for me. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. Well, if you like dill, that is. I'll keep that in mind. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere. Where haven't they been? Holy hell! They run around saving people, risking their lives. Why can I still click on things? Is there anything else I can click on? Anything? Robot arm. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up this mess either. Let's just leave it alone until so it can do its thing. How about it? Yeah, probably for the best. Okay, now it is time to play Sonic. And by what I mean is interrogate these guys and get the truth out of them. First, SBO.
Fancy a poem?
Can I get a poem about space?
I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace. So now my antique must be now replaced.
What caused you to drop the vase?
Don't read too deeply. It's just a poem.
He hasn't thought of it though, has he? Can I take your order?
I have a poem about this. My starved stomach. Oh, it's a vor poem. Great. This will be great for my image. Absolutely. Everybody I know loves vor. Shame that I tend to be on most of their menus. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbly tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my eggs, sunny and runny. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Oh wow, we don't serve any eggs on the train though.
My talent is wasted on you lot. Okay. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. I wonder why. Usually knives of large stature are not allowed on trains such as this.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? What is wrong with you?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you're the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Can I take your order?
Oh yes, please. I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Then why would you show the menu to me?
Come on, Gothic. Why would you tease him like that? I don't know. It gave me the opportunity to ask him a question, so I asked the question. I cannot be blamed for this. I am innocent. I am innocent, I tell you, until proven guilty.
And here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me.
Look, Gothic, you've made a fool of him. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, come on, Gothic. Smooth this over. No, I am the fool. Yeah!
Yeah.
I smooth things over, but at what cost? At what cost, Sam? At what cost? Now they're never going to think you, they're never going to trust you, and you'll never be able to do the rail runners with the vectors and the SBOs and the Charmy Bee. You will never be a part of Team Vector ever, ever, ever. And I think I can live with that. Okay, we got to interrogate these guys.
So, the two of you don't believe us, eh?
Well, it's not exactly that we don't believe you. It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Gothic and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if SPO really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if needed.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored.
That was it? I mean, boredom can make people do a lot of things, but really? That's it? See? Even Knuckles thinks, or even... Yes, the orange Knuckles. I made this joke in the last episode. Even Tails thinks so. And me.
What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being, what's the word? Social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
It seems to line up with the information we gathered from Knuckles. That brings our attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was.
I kind of would rather hear it from SBO because you weren't here to witness it. Eh, Vector?
Once SBO started reading, he doesn't stop until it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a really good read. What was the book?
SBO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what the book might be. Gothic, could you help me out? Oh, the Eggman book. SBO was reading Eggman's omelet recipes because he likes eggs. He said so in his poem. I have big brain. All right, Gothic, what book do we think SBO might have been reading? It's not giving me the option of the Eggman book, so he must have been reading the train manual.
A manual? You think SBO was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have for this?
I will think. I haven't played this game in a while, so I'm gonna probably die a lot. Here we go.
We knew you were grasping. I knew it.
We got this, Gothic. Let's try again. What? What the hell? What was that?
40 going there. This is going a lot faster this time now that I kind of have a fundamental understanding of how this game works.
There are books scattered around the floor for sure, but the remaining books on the shelf are all in alphabetical order. All except this manual. Meaning someone, at the very least, picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place.
Oh, that's my O-face. They discovered it.
This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, SBO.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere.
That is indeed the book I was reading. Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. I like trains.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Gothic, if you don't mind.
Ah.
I was supposed to read it? Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a random page and ask away. Oh, I see now. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove he read it. Which pages should I quiz him over? Page 394. Turn to page 394. But it doesn't give me that option, so 362, I guess. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless?
Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterward.
I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors.
The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosions being brought onto the train, ensuring the passenger's safety.
Seems like SBO aced that question. Gothic, hit him with another one. Oh, okay. Which page should I choose? 89. What's the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? I don't even know this one.
No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65.
Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over the age of 65. Would make sense. Last one, Gothic. Let's see if SBO can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick? Let's go 402. If we switch the last two around, it'd be 420. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations?
An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for our guests. Oh, I think I'm starting to piece together what happened, but I don't want to say anything out loud because I might be wrong. But it sounds like there is no actual murderer, that the train might be at fault. And like Tails said, why would there be an Eggman book on this train? If the train itself may not have been made from maybe Egghead or Eggman machine components? Or maybe an intelligent AI that Eggman himself designed? We've seen in recent Sonic games that he is capable of creating artificial intelligences.
I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present.
Now, did I pass your little test?
Yes. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all that information so quickly. Are you an INTJ?
Now that you mention it, I might just be. A poet's brain is often surprising.
I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. These answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly, so yeah, I guess that's kind of impressive.
No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth.
Those are big words! Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Rouge and Shadow both came through the train. If Vector was the only one to see him reading, how come Rouge and Shadow didn't? Good catch, Tails, good catch! Yes, is that a problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Gothic? Why does he always put me on the spot like this? Okay, Gothic, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SBO reading. But what? The map? Oh, right, Rouge was at the brochure counter, wasn't he?
Not sure what you're trying to say with that. Don't waste my time.
That's not quite right, Gothic. What evidence do we have that showed that someone else should have seen SBO reading?
The locked door, maybe. I don't know. I've got all of these. What is this? Train map. Okay. I guess the lock was... Shadow was here. That proves... Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what does this have to do with me and reading?
We're up, Gothic. Let's get our argument together.
Okay, more Sonic. Yay. Hey, I got it first time that time. I'm getting better at this. I'm learning how to do this game. That's exciting.
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on this arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't that high of a score after all. Crocs are natural gamers.
SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book, so I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me that the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
You see...
I can sense SBO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would SBO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Gothic. One that I would love for SBO to solve.
You gotta believe me.
That cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved in my book that I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing something like that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I ask you again, SBO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I didn't.
Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SBO simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? That's a really good question, but unfortunately, I think we might need to answer it next time. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one! The jig is up, pal. We know you weren't in here reading the whole time. Admit it! What did you do? Did you find a secret passage between the train cars? I'd love to know, because that'd make it a lot easier for me to do my job. It really would.